referring the terms of Australian citizen. By the aspect of forensic science, the Australian citizenship is confidently well established. However, the words of Australian citizen should not exist. Australian citizen means by a person who is identity confirmed as an Australian or Aussie from the Australian government. If such a person lives in Australia, he easily can be target of surveillance. However, Australian or Aussie means by all human beings who lives in Australia and its land with unlimited freedom. So there's not just one person who is attempting to be an Australian citizen, but all human beings are merely trying to be an Aussie or Australian. Heading for being Aussie or Australian can be a desirable life destination. However, Australian citizen is the bad news if someone is identity confirmed as to it. So by the aspect of forensic science, everyone does not hope to be identified as an Australian citizen. If there is such a person, he is already not an Australian nor an Aussie, but he or she is just a major diplomatic politician. I define Australian or Aussie as the most natural human beings who live in Australia and its land without any limitation. If my identity is now being detected or is now under protection from Australian government, I surely can be classified as Australian citizen temporarily, but anyone does not hope to be expanded at periods more longer. The definition of Australian citizen is a person who is under surveillance from Australian government. Because I required the refugee status to the Australian government before, I already might have a possibility to be under protection or under detection from Australian government now. But I don't know whether my status is already classified to Australian citizen or not now. An illegal travel document is not able to be treated as a passport, but it's the formidable weapons. I, without knowing the truth, submitted the most formidable weapon to the embassy. So the embassy wasn't able to help me at that time. I hope myself not to be classified as to Australian citizen any longer from the Australian government, but I hope to be seen as the most natural animal. So now I declare that I'm in the status of animal. So I need to have new names. If I receive the new name and then the animal become a human. Because I'm not an Australian citizen, so I don't need to fill the application forms at all. I just hope to be an Australian or an Aussie. Australian citizen is indicating a major politician of Australian government. Give me the new names to me. I hope to receive the passport at the Australian Embassy Seoul, so I don't need to fill the temporary address I reside nowadays. If the passport are prepared, please call to me via email and I will visit as soon as possible at March 15th, 2018 by Sun Wan Shin.